Thanks for watching Dance with Alia, and I'm here with Loretta, who dances West African
Yes.
and belly dance.
Yes, ma'am.
Any other dance styles?
Senegalese, Congolese, learning tap.
Oh, tap! Wow.
But, yeah.
That's a whole different thing.
That's about it right now. Yeah, I'm hoping to add
about it
more.
right now. For now.
I know. I want to add more.
Okay.
More. Yeah.
You talked to me earlier before you performed about you're kind of deciding between West African or doing belly dance.
Right.
And yet, what came out as your West African?
Was my West African. Sometimes it depends on the way my skin and body feel.
Okay.
So with the West African, I'm a little freer and my body is better than the controlled. So sometimes, since I'm going through some things right now, the West African just lets me go. And I don't think about what's hurting me right now and what's irritating me.
Yeah, you were saying how the West African is, like if you're feeling sick or you're feeling not so good, not balanced, which to me almost would seem the opposite. When I see how much exercise and energy in your stomach, you know, if your stomach was off or something, you know, you're so much that you have to put into it, but you're saying that you can completely do that even if you're feeling off, and
Yes.
you can just go with it.
Because you're just, it's free, and you're just moving, and you're happy, and the steps come, and you're just going. You don't have to think 1, 2, 3, 4. It's hit. You hear that drum hit, and you just go with it, and it's that drum, and you know when it hits that beat, you hit down, you know, or you jump and you leap, and as high as you can go, strong as you can go, as fast as you can go. I'm about beginner intermediate, kinda, is where I am. I'm not even close to where the 10 and 20 year people have been dancing for so long. How long have you
been dancing West African?
I've been doing West African about 4 years now.
Oh, okay.
4 years.
Okay.
Yes. So, and I love it.
How long have you been doing belly dancing?
Belly dance, 2005, this is what, 2014?
Yeah.
About 7 to 8 years.
Okay.
Something like that.
And yet, what comes more natural to you is the West African.
Yes.
Yeah.
Both do, because, you know, both of them have about the same steps. They're just done a different way. The West African is a little bit higher, faster, and a little more movement. And sometimes the belly dance is a little controlled. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You're using your mind a little more with the belly dance.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I think.
What music did you grow up with?
I grew up with everything. When I grew up in the 70s, it was one station that played everything. Okay. So when I would go to the swimming pool or in the car or at home, the radio station would come on. It'd be country, rock, hip hop, R&B. So I love everything. If you listen to my iPod, I have everything. Yeah. I've got everything. So people would be surprised. I love hard rock. I love soft rock. I love hip hop. I love classical. I just love music and dance, period. I could watch dance all day. I don't care what it is.
But you only started 8 years ago?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I grew up in a house that was kind of, my mom grew up Baptist, and she was in that household where women didn't wear pants all the time. My grandmother didn't allow pants in the house. She didn't like dancing, you know, things like that. Okay. So it wasn't that my mom wouldn't allow us to dance. She didn't know to take us to dance classes, but I danced all the time. I always danced. I did the dances of the day, And they would call us out to their friends, come show us that new dance you learned today. And we go do that. And then we go back to our room and go to sleep. But dancing being taught by a professional,
Right.
I started when I was 45, 46.
Yeah.
So I'm loving it. My goal, since my brother passed when he was 42 from a stroke, at that point I'm like, why stop myself and limit myself? I'm going to learn everything I can learn right now. I don't care what it is. So right now my goal is to learn 1 to 2 different dances a year, plus what I already know. And that's what I want to do, and I am 52. I'll be 53 this year, and all I want to do is dance as much as I can because I'm happy. That's when I'm happy.
Well, you're a great student then.
Thank you. So it's a tie between running and dancing. I don't know which one I love more. So, but the West African gives me that running energy. They're equal. So that West African makes me feel like I've done a marathon.
So you've done marathons.
Yes.
You're a runner.
I am. I do marathons. I just started I did my second triathlon this year. I do half marathons, and I just did my first Ragnar relay, which was 2 days, 194 miles from Huntington Beach to San Diego.
Oh, whoa.
So the running actually helps with the West African because it helps the breathing because it's so intense.
Yeah.
And I'm doing that down the line. So I'm doing that jumping and the hopping down the line, which is at least 6-7 times. And then I go back down and she does the next step and I go again. And the one I did today was Senegalese, which was Sabar.
Okay.
And it's always like that. It's always jump as high as you can, fast as you can. And it's a lot.
Do any of your other dancers in your classes do running?
Some do, maybe a
Okay.
couple. I don't think as many. Most of them are where I am
As
with the
committed to it,
marathons.
yeah.
So I'm just, marathons for me that's my therapy.
And you learn breathing just from doing the running?
The running helps your breathing automatically. It slows your heart rate down. So whenever I go into the doctor's office and they feel my pulse, they think I'm dead.
Yeah, right.
But it slows your heart rate down to where it should be for a distance runner. So that helps with the breathing with the West African and with just daily
Your
life.
endurance with the dancing too.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I am committed to dance and my running.
Yeah.
So
Congratulations for being able to pick up such
Thank
an
you.
amazing sport later in your life.
Thank
you.
you.
And you would have no idea that you only started a couple of years ago.
Yes.
I mean, obviously you said that you already had it in you when you were a kid and stuff, but to pick up formalized dance training later in life is awesome.
It is. I love it. I think I just pick up dance quick.
Yeah.
You show me the first time, I may not get it, but that second time, I'll hit it somewhere.
So you said you were learning new dances. What would draw you to your next dance? As you're choosing what are going to be my next dance to learn, what draws you to it?
What goes with the belly dance and the West African? And West African is the background of a lot of dances, hip hop and dance hall, which are my next two that I want to learn.
Okay.
I did ballet to help with the belly dance, but it also helps with the West African because the West African dance teachers are all from the African ballet. They're all African ballet dancers who came over here and who actually travel and perform ballet. So they're all dance trained. West African is not pointe-chateau formal, a lot of it. It's just basic.
Yeah.
Straight feet, hands, but you still have that form. You have to hit that form right. So it's still the same, but it's,
It has its own aesthetic.
It does. Yes. So I love my teacher.
Yeah.
My teachers are amazing.
Yeah.
They're amazing. I look at them and they're a couple of my age group and a little bit older, and I see them dancing and it's like, okay, when I get to my age, to be like this.
Yeah.
Because I'm not even close to what they can do. Not even close. My one dance teacher, what I was doing, that was nothing for her.
Yeah.
Nothing. But it just amazes me because all of this is just like belly dance. It was done to teach them how to pick their wife, how to have that baby, what to do on their wedding night. That's what all that West African is. It's just more in your face with the women, where it's not as controlled and things you don't do. West African, you're all up there. If you see a guy, you go up. It's, you know, and that's what you do, but that's West African.
Like a flirtation.
Yes, yes. And until I went to camp and actually saw the women, the way they taught, I didn't realize. And as soon as I saw that, I was more in love. And that was like, I want to learn that. I want to learn that. So it's just really, it's...
And how did you find your teacher then? Did you just...
I found my first teacher when I was at a fair in Ventura.
Okay.
And then they were the ones that got me to the camp. When I got to the camp, there's 3 dance classes a day, 2 drum classes a day, and there's about 6 to 10 teachers. And they're from all over the United States.
Okay.
And they all teach differently. And there are so many dances that are African. It's ridiculous. I only know 3.
Right.
But there's a whole bunch more, you know, and I don't know, they're coming out, but it's so hard to find every single one of them.
Oh, yeah.
It's like belly dance, there's different styles, just like West African, there's different styles. There's West African just covers a whole area,
Yeah, right.
you know, and then who knows with North Africa and,
Right.
you know, South Africa.
Yeah.
So...
and this teacher that you ended up finding, was it because it was locally to you, or?
she's in LA.
Okay.
They're all in LA.
Yeah. Why did you choose her?
What happened is one of the ladies I dance with that lives in Long Beach, she invited me to her birthday. So what they do is they do their birthday, but it's a class.
Oh,
so they
okay.
actually celebrate in the class.
Yeah.
And so I went, and I mean, just immediately, I was hooked.
Okay.
Just immediately. And I like her style because she's from Senegal. So she actually teaches couture and not Guinea. So couture is totally different from Guinea.
Okay.
So it's like Sabar. It's more like the dance I was doing in there, but it's a little bit different. It's more on the floor than it is hopping and jumping.
Oh, okay.
So that was Sabar. Sabar is more jumping. And it's a lot faster than what I was doing. So just think about what I was doing and times it 100.
Yeah.
And that's my teacher, and my jump is here, his jump is here. That's where his feet are, up here.
Right.
So he is up there.
Yeah.
And so I just fell in love with her. She just seems like the type of teacher that would just teach me everything I needed to know. And so I went from the back of the line or the middle of the line to the front of the line in about 2 years.
Yeah.
So it's hard to get to the front of the line. Those are the best dancers are in the front of the line.
Okay.
Those are the ones. But she knows me. Yeah, she knows me. I'm all I want to do is learn.
Yeah.
I want to learn everything you have to teach me.
Yeah.
And I'm like that with belly dance. Anything you have to teach me and show me, I just want to learn it. Just give me everything you've got. And I'm taking it. I don't care. I learn from everybody.
Yeah.
I'm not one type, one certain thing. I want everything.
Yeah. So here's a shout out to the teachers. Give us what you have to teach us. We want to learn everything.
Yes, everything. Just send it all.
Yeah,
Our
we'll
minds
take it.
can hold it.
We'll take it.
Yes.
Thanks for watching Dance with Alia, and we hope to see you dancing again very soon.
Thank you. Thank you.